What a day. Glorious. Oh, what a day. Glorious. Gather round, there's nothing better than a friend. Oh, what a day. Glorious. Smell of rain hitched a ride upon the wind. Got good friends to the left of me, got good friends to my right. Got open sky above me and the earth beneath my feet. Song inside my heart that's singing, all of life is sweet. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Glorious. All the clouds have gathered around the tops of trees. Oh, what a day. Glorious. Pitter-patter rain, I can't believe. All that's green lifts up the leaves and the water coming in. Been waiting all these days, praying you would come and quench every yearning in our bones. Water life begins. Oh, what a day. Oh, home, yeah, it's believing. Oh, home, it's the wings of faith. Oh, home, a clear river of perceiving. All is well, it's a friendly mystery. Oh, what a day, glorious. Blue jay walking in a cherry tree. Oh, what a day, glorious. Deep in the night, we had a raccoon robbery. Pitter-patter, little paws have left their footprints all around. Pitter-patter, evidence the fruit has fallen to the ground. Pitter-patter sings my heart, the thought of what's to come. Oh, what a day. Oh, home, yeah, it's believing. Oh, home has wings of faith. Oh, home, a clear river of perceiving. All is well, it's a friendly mystery. All is well, it's a friendly mystery. Oh, what a day, glorious. Say it with me. Oh, what a day, glorious. One more time. Oh, what a day, glorious.
Phil Lieber, everyone. Give him some more love.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle. I welcome you to Unity of Sarasota, where something surprising is happening here today. Look what Ian did. It blew in and rearranged the deck chairs in the sanctuary. The rest of the damage was outside, so this is the only thing that happened inside. So thank you for your patience and your willingness to be in the mystery, because it's all okay, as you just sang. So stay tuned. Apparently I'll have a lot of splaining to do about this, and I will at the appropriate time. But thank you for playing. Just to let you know a little bit about this, the fact that we don't have pews that are nailed down to the or to the floor, we have the opportunity to rearrange things sometimes, and sometimes it's a good thing to do that, to get us out of our ruts and routines. I have a lot of people that tell me, oh, we love, Sunday because we get together and interact in community. And actually, the Sunday morning service in its traditional sense is not really real community building, because I'm one person talking to all of you, and my prayer is that at least what I share with you is of service, is of inspiration or motivation or knowledge of something, some insights for you. And I'm sure you're all sitting there praying, gosh, I hope she knows what she's talking about. But nonetheless, contrary to no one's belief, I do not have all the wisdom in the world. Darn it. But we do, collectively, have all the wisdom we need. And so the idea here is that I thought it would be really nice if we got to know each other a little bit better, that you all got to know each other and got to interact with one another instead of just listening to me. So we're going to change things up and do things a little bit differently today. So stay tuned. I don't think you need to buckle your seatbelts, because we're not going to be flying that high or that fast. So hang in there. I think you're going to have some fun today. All right? So hang with me. Just want to welcome you all here and to remind us all that Unity of Sarasota is a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. It's who we are individually, and as we come together in community, we simply magnify that magnificence. We're an inclusive spiritual community that embraces empowering and life-affirming practical spirituality for richer living right here and right now in our lives. And we join with our Unity movement worldwide in creating a world that works for all, a world that works for all. And today, we get to take a step in doing that by actually interacting with each other and making the world work in each of your little circles. Does that sound like a worthwhile cause? We start here and let it spread out. We can be the pebbles in the pond and ripple outward into the world and make it work for everybody. If you happen to be a guest or a newcomer visiting here today, my hat's off to you. You picked a good one. You picked a good one. I'm sure you're poking somebody saying, is she always this crazy? Yeah, pretty much. So this is just a little more graphic version. That's all. So we welcome you. If you are here for the first time or you're a newcomer, please stand for a moment and remain standing just a moment. We like to find out where people visit us from. Great, yay. Our board member of the, there she is. Board member of the day is Ginger Wilson. Thank you for your service, Ginger. She has a gift for each of you. It is it's a shell necklace, which is indicative of all of the gorgeous beaches here in Florida. And each shell represents the love that you are individually, and when we string it together into a necklace, we become a community of love of which you are now a part. And so we welcome you here. We're glad to have you with us. She's giving you a welcome packet as well, which gives you lots of information about Unity. And on the back is a welcome card, and we'd love it if you'd fill that out so we can begin to get to know each other a little bit. And you can put that welcome card either in the offering plate on the way out, or you can go to the red umbrella welcome table where Ginger will be in the fellowship hall and leave it with her there. Important information, if you put the necklace on, you get first in line privileges in the hospitality. So you get to push everybody else aside and get whatever whatever goodies we have for you today. So welcome, glad to have you with us. Let's start here. Where are you visiting from? You live in Sarasota. Welcome home. Glad to have you with us. And thank you, Annie, for being here. Yeah. All right, thank you. You can go ahead and sit down, unless you want to stand. You probably don't. How about you in the black? I'm not visiting. I just moved here. You just moved here, Sarasota. Welcome home. Glad to have you with us. Thank you. How about in the other black? The other black shirt.
I used to belong to the Unity of the Blue Ridge.
Oh, terrific.
Here because I just love hurricanes.
Don't we all? Well, welcome home. That's wonderful. Asheville, did you get here in time for the hurricane?
Yes, I did.
Well, congratulations. You're an old timer now. All right, how about over here?
I'm visiting from Canada.
Canada. Welcome. From our neighbors across the border, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate that. Yay. And how about here?
I recently moved here too, so I'm
Excellent. Another new Sarasotan. Welcome home. Glad to have you with us. Great. That's terrific. Anyone else? We got everyone? All right. Cool. Excuse me. I want to welcome not only those of you who are here bringing your energy in person live, I also want to welcome all the folks that are watching our live stream on our website, unityofsarasota.org. You can always go there to the services tab and scroll down and watch the service either live, or you can watch it later, the recording in the same location. You can watch our YouTube channel, or you can watch our Facebook channel recordings later as well. So let's wave to all the ones who are sending their energy through the ethers. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. What I do want to say is, however you're joining us, whether it's here in person or it's through the internet, you are most welcome here. We love having you. And wherever you are physically and wherever you are in your spiritual journey, when we make that journey together, it makes the journey a whole lot more interesting, don't you think? Yeah. Otherwise, we'd all be home in our jammies and bored to tears. But this way, we get to be together and we start to create that thing that we call community. And today, we'll really take a deep dive into that. I already introduced our board member. Again, Ginger, wave your hand so they recognize you again. And she will be happy to answer questions for you about Unity and maybe even show you around a little bit. We have a few invitations for your participation. Today is a very special day. We're restarting something we did pre-COVID. Now we're doing it again. We are featuring one of our own Unity authors in our One World Books and Gift store after the service. And today, our featured author, and she also happens to be an artist, by the way, is Laurel Rund. Laurel, let them see what you look like.
Yes.
Laurel also, I want to thank her, she also keeps up our website and does all kinds of graphics and wonderful things for us, and until recently was doing all of our social media, but she's trained an assistant to help with that. So thank you, Laurel. Go see Laurel. Buy some of her books, some of her beautiful artistic cards that you can only, well, I guess physically can only get here. They can get them online. And also her artwork. So she's a very creative person, so check her out. Also coming up, our all aboard, the Friday Night Spirit Express. We do some other form of spirituality every Friday night, something every Friday night. And this coming Friday night is Friday Night at the Movies. It said that we were going to be doing Cocoon, and we've changed our mind because what we realized was that it's this time of year. You'll probably remember this from childhood on, that right about this time of year, they always show the movie The Wizard of Oz. So we're going to do The Wizard of Oz. There are two other reasons we're doing The Wizard of Oz. One, we couldn't get Cocoon. That's just kind of an uninteresting practical reason. The other one is I'm going to be starting a series on the spirituality of The Wizard of Oz in November. And so you probably want to come see the movie before I do whatever I'm going to do with it in November. So you'll know what the reality is, and then I'll sell you some kind of bill of goods in November. So there you go. So come to the movie and find out what the real deal is. Also, I want to let you know that next week, the 16th, John Stringer will be our guest musician, and he will be doing a concert here in the sanctuary after we've gone and done hospitality, and then we'll come back for the concert, and he will be here for 3 days during the week to do some individual private healing sessions. So some of you experienced John when he was here about a year ago. Was it a year? I don't know. I've lost track of time. Ever since COVID, it's like you know, it's AD, BC, whatever, before COVID, so I don't remember when he was here last, but some of you experienced him, so come and join him for the concert this coming Sunday. And then the following Sunday, we have Bob Baker and Pookie Lee will be here doing the music for Sunday service, and afterward, after hospitality afterward, they will be doing a workshop that includes abundance affirmations and music. So if you're working on any kind of abundance issues, whether it's financial or any other kind of abundance, and you want to do it in a fun way with affirmations and music, come for that as well. And then, wow, here's a fun one. You're going to love this, guys. October 30th is a Sunday. As you probably have figured out, the next day is Halloween. So we're going to celebrate Halloween on the 30th. As we did last year, everybody dress up in costumes, all right? So we're all going to dress up. We get to, you know, legally act like a bunch of fools and children. So that's good. You know, children are not fools, but we are. So dress up in your best costume. And afterward, what I'm asking that you all do, as many of you as possible, go get lots of candy, bring it with you. Immediately after the service, we're going outside, and you put the candy in your trunk, lift your trunk lid, and we're inviting children from all over to come in and do some, what we call trunk or treat. Trunk or treat. So, you know, when we were kids, we got to go door to door. Nobody gets to really do that anymore. So this is a safe way for us to do service in the community for kids. So please participate, dress up, bring your candy, bring your car, and let's have some fun, okay? The 30th? Get ready. You've got plenty of time to get your costume together. And finally, I want to ask Ginger, I believe Ginger has, uh-oh, she's getting dressed up. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there we go. You can speak up really loud.
Buy one, get one. But if you don't really truly need that second one, it's free. Bring it in here and put it in this basket. This basket is going to be sitting out by the welcome table, so you don't have to haul your food in here and, you know, carry it through the service and go back to Fellowship Hall where we used to collect food. So it's going to be out front. So this woman here I brought up because a year ago we were talking about this program, and it's a BOGO. I said, oh, it's our BOGO program. And she came up with the name Buy One, Give One. I think that's brilliant. So I wanted to thank her. Brilliant. Now we're going to talk about toothpaste. The other charity that we really benefit is Resurrection House. And they really deal with the homeless people in our community. And at last count, census count in 2020, there were over 600 homeless people, and I'm sure it's gone up. And so Resurrection House collects the small, mini-sized toiletries, and that would fit in a backpack, and they make sure that people have toothpaste, soap, mouthwash, you know, all those little things. So if you have any of these hanging around your house, these will be out front too. So and we have a program here. I'm the in-reach person. I reach into you guys, the membership, and try to get your support and help. And Peg is the outreach person that gets our help out into the community. So if you're interested in any of the programs we have, talk to one of us, and we'd be more than happy to help you. Thank you.
Thank you all for participating in that.
History lesson number one. Not a thing that can't be done. Somewhere in this world of doubt, someone's gonna work it out. There you go. Just like that. We learn to crawl, we learn to walk, learn to fly at Kitty Hawk. Next thing you know, we're one afternoon, we're driving buffaloes on the moon. There you go. Just like that. We've learned how to take our dreams, turn them into fine machines. There's one thing we haven't done. We haven't learned to live as one. Stand behind our borderlines. We talk about it all the time. History lesson number 2. Not what you say, but what you do. There you go. Just like that. Susie Shadle. Learn how to take our dreams, turn them into fine machines. There's one thing we haven't done. We haven't learned to live as one. Tried in peace through war, although it's never worked before. If we want peace, we got to start to heal the hurt in every heart. There you go. Just like that. There you go. Just like that. There you go. Just like that.
You're going to have to aim a little better if you're going to hit me with that. Okay. Let's settle in a little bit and move into prayer and get ourselves centered. And so I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable and right for you. Otherwise, soft gaze perhaps at the candle flame or at the beautiful outdoors. And just take this opportunity to know that we are the place where peace and harmony and presence and Father, Mother, God's Spirit shows up within and all around us. And so we center ourselves with that centering breath. Let's take a deep breath in together and allow that breath to fill your heart. And then release the breath, sharing that heart space with all whom you meet. And so we know that each one of us is a divine expression of the one. And while we express ourselves in a multitude of diversity, we remain one in the unity of all life, in the unity of all creation. We are one with Spirit, one with one another, one with the divine presence. We are an expression of that divine presence in all of our individuality and uniqueness, in all of our creativity. And so once again, let's take that deep centering breath and feel the breath of Spirit gently massaging your heart, massaging it open, and then release that breath from that open space of your heart. And know that each one of us is here on purpose. Each one of us has come to be the unique being that we were created for, created as. And we are here to express that in all of its fullness, to share it with all the world. And so once again, a centering, anchoring breath. Deep breath in, breathing in the in-breath, the breath, the inspiration of spirit. And as we breathe out, we share that inspiration with all. And so this time of coming together in spiritual community is an opportunity for us to remind ourselves and each other who we truly are, that we are each and all divine expressions of the One. And for this remembrance of the truth, and most importantly for our willingness to live in, through, and as that truth, I am eternally grateful. And so it is, and together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen.
Secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows we got to the top of the hill. Since we're on our way down, might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid. Don't let that stand in your way. Everybody knows that love is the only road. Since we're only here for a while, might as well show some style. Give us a smile. Isn't a lovely ride? Sliding down, gliding down. Don't try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Now the thing about time is the time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said he would never understand it all. Planet spinning through space, smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race, some kind of lovely ride. I'll be sliding down, gliding down. Try not too hard, it's a lovely ride. It's a lovely ride. It's a lovely ride. Yeah. Now the secret of life is enjoying the passage of time.
Phil Lieber. I'm going to ask you to begin with me, as we always do, with our core value affirmation. Please recite this with me. We embody Christ consciousness and live from the awareness that God is within and all around us. So, what is the secret of life? What is the secret of life? Well, James Taylor, as you just heard, sings that the secret of life is in enjoying the passage of time. Enjoying the passage of time. And the spiritual philosopher Alan Watts wrote, "This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged in what you are doing in the here and now." So what is the secret of life? I already did a disclaimer earlier and said I do not have all the wisdom in the world. So I got to tell you, confess, I was raised Catholic, so I'm still going to confession. I must confess that I don't really know what the secret of life is. If I did know definitively the one right answer to the secret of life, I would be a wise and wealthy woman. And I'm here to tell you I'm not. But maybe by the end of this time together, I will be wise and know the secret of life, and so will you. Now, I will tell you that I have had glimpses of the secret of my life, and sometimes I've actually acted upon those glimpses and done something with it. Not always. I've let a few opportunities sail by, as I'm sure many of you have. But here's something I can tell you. I strongly suspect that the secret of life is to love who you are. To love who you are just as you are. Doesn't mean you don't continue to evolve and improve. It just means that for right where I am in this moment, I can love myself. And in the next moment, when I've evolved a little bit more, I can love myself as well, and each of you the same. So I do believe that the secret of life is to love who you are, to be who you've come here to be. Unapologetically, to be who you've come here to be, because you were designed by God. And to discover while you're here, being who you've come here to be, to discover what you've come here to do out of that essential beingness. That's what I sort of suspect has something to do with the secret of life. Now, I've been working on sort of a framework for helping me to dig a little deeper, dive a little deeper, and to discover the secret of life for myself. And I want to share that with you today in just a moment. An opportunity to perhaps dig a little deeper for yourself and discover what your individual secret of life is, because I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all necessarily. And I think that perhaps, as I said earlier, I think coming together in community and really truly connecting is how things really work best. And so I think the revealing of the secret of life for each of us really does work best in the company and in the connection and the collaboration of community. And so I will explain a little bit more of that in just a moment. But to get us really prepared, I want to take us into a brief meditation to just get, again, fully centered and open to the revelation that will be coming. Phil's still in training. Training on the bowl. So I'm going to invite you to just relax and get comfortable in your chair and feel yourself fully supported by that chair. Lean into it. Lean back into it. Feel yourself supported, much as you are supported by Father, Mother, God, Spirit in your life. Supports you, lifts you. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Otherwise, create a soft focus somewhere that allows you to just be fully present. And turn your attention inward to the center of your being. You can use your breath to help you get there. And bring your awareness to your breathing. Breathe in deeply and exhale fully. Notice your breath as it becomes deeper and fuller and more rounded and balanced. Allow yourself to find your own perfect rhythm of the divine circulation of life-giving breath. Now continue breathing in deeply and exhaling fully, relaxing and releasing all that is not this now moment. Leave the past. Don't anticipate the future. Just simply be here now and contemplate life, L-I-F-E, life, in the silence within. Breathe. 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 Gregory Maguire writes, "Remember to breathe. It is, after all, the secret of life." Breathe. And so we explore life, L-I-F-E, life. L is for love. God is love. I am one with God. I am love. My life is overflowing with love. God is good. God is life. Life is good. My life is good. And in the silence, open to receiving and giving and being love. I is for intention. Allow your own finite voice to be still and listen to the infinite, still, small voice within. And God is guiding you to your highest good by revealing clear intentions for your life. Listen. Listen for and embrace and embody your highest intentions for your life in this next year and beyond. Intention. Breathe. F is for faith. Faith, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith empowers the creative unfoldment of your clear intentions in and through and as your life. Go deep within. Feel yourself filling up to overflowing with faith that is beyond faith in God. Embrace and embody the faith of God and imagine how you will experience and express this faith of God in your life now. E is for enthusiastic expectancy. Enthusiasm is from the Greek entheos, in God. Inspiration from God within. Feel that welling up inside of you, and know that that inspired life experienced first inwardly ultimately becomes our creative life expressed outwardly. Expectancy creates space for experiencing your greater yet to be. Enthusiastic expectancy is the anticipation of divine good, and it supports that good becoming active in your life now. So take a breath and allow yourself to sizzle with zeal and enthusiastic expectancy. Sizzle with zeal and enthusiastic expectancy. Feel it fill you to overflowing as you experience the life you love to live. Experience it inwardly now, and imagine your sheer delight as that life becomes manifest in your outer experience of life. L-I-F-E, life. Now gradually return your awareness to this room. When you're ready, gently open your outer eyes, knowing that your life is blessed and a blessing. And so now, I'm going to share that framework that I created to work with my own secret of life, and in hopes that you find it useful. And so I call it the sweet spot. Those of you who play tennis know about the sweet spot. This is a much bigger sweet spot than that. And I also want to say, you folks at home, I know that you're all sitting around in the living room with all your best friends, so you have a little conversation pod too. But just in case they didn't come today, you can still do this individually, those of you at home. Lisa, I'm going to have you go ahead and put up the sweet spot slide. Okay. The sweet spot is that really dark purple one right there in the middle. It is where these four circles intersect. The first one being passion, the things I love to do. The second being purpose, the things I do well. The third being what I do in service, because that's the path. The path that unfolds that passion and purpose is one where I'm serving not only myself, but I'm serving others in that unfoldment. And the fourth one being the promise, what I do to prosper. And what I mean by prosper is not just money. It's how I prosper in terms of blessing of every nature. And so when all of those circles converge there in the middle, that's the sweet spot. My goal for me personally is to spend more and more and more of my time, energy, and attention in the sweet spot. Not out on the fringes, not only in one circle, but where they all come together. I'm still working on it. I've had glimpses, and I can't wait to get there. So what I'm going to ask you to do in your circles is to use these four circles. And so I'm going to start with the first one. Your passion. What are the things you love to do? And I'm going to ask that you share in your circle, share briefly the golden nuggets of what is it that I love to do. Share in your circle, if you will, please. And we're just going to take a few minutes for each one, and then we'll have an opportunity for some of you who are brave to pop up and share, and Matthew has a microphone to bring to you. So go, discuss amongst yourselves, as they say. What are the things I love to do? What's my passion? Music. No, no, I'm saying that's my passion. Da, 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 da. We play more of it and learn some new tricks, with my new toys. Make sure everybody gets a turn. I must have slept in a salt bed or something. I'm like dry. Yeah, I've got it back there. Dry as a bone, and my lips are. I sleep in a salt bath. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably them. Start to bring your sharing to a close. Start to bring your sharing to a close. Okay. Anyone brave enough to pop up and share what might have been revealed? Matthew? Hang on, Matthew's got a microphone. Can you say that again, please? Bella, can you say that again? No.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Is it on?
Would you please stand up? This is the most amazing thing I've ever heard, and I want him to share his experience because he's too shy to do it.
You're going to have to use your outside voice because for some reason the microphone's not working.
So I'm Rex, and that's Bella.
Ah, there we go.
And the things I like, or my passion, I said, was cooking, but also Legos. I'm a huge Lego nerd since I was a little kid.
Cool.
Still am. I probably have around 200,000 Lego pieces.
Woo!
is the Lego King.
We have another one over here.
Jerry.
Well, my passion in life is helping my fellow man and woman. And I'll give you a perfect example yesterday. I live in a retirement facility, independent living, and one of our members went to the hospital suddenly a couple days ago, and I was told he was unconscious when he left. So what I did is I told everybody I was going to go see him, and I got 2 cards, and everybody signed the cards and well wishes, and I took them to him, and he was so pleased to see me, and he loved the cards and everything. And on a side note, he's a fellow Democrat, and I said to him, "Get well, we need your vote." And the beautiful thing about yesterday is that last night I slept for almost 9 hours,
Wow. Wow.
and that is a wonderful experience.
See, a passion like helping others does as much good or more for you than it does for the ones you help.
Absolutely,
Right?
I get more benefit than the other person.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry.
Who's next?
Okay, we're going to move on to the next question.
Oh, we're moving
You
on.
ready for the next one? So the next one's about purpose. What are the things you do well? Share with your group, what are the things you do well already? And don't be modest. This is an opportunity to toot your own horn. What do you do well? This is going better than I thought it might. See, some of these people, I did this before, and I had people say afterward, oh, they hated it, and they go, oh, can we do this again? And they go, wow, I've sat next to that guy for 20 years and never knew a thing about him, I had to wait till COVID died down. That was frustrating. Because I was chomping at the bit to be able to do this, but then with COVID, I was like, hell. You guys. You guys can be a pod. Oh, you have? Okay, good, good. I should have known you were brilliant, way ahead of me. It's good. One woman that was kind of nervous about being there. She said, I always kind of sit in the back by myself. And she's over there yapping. begin to wrap up a little bit. Okay, who wants to pop up and share a little bit about what came up about this, what you do well? She's not volunteering someone else this time.
I'm Bella, and what I do well is I help people build food forests in their backyard. I'm a licensed Permaculture Institute instructor, and I teach them how to not only make their world beautiful, but edible and survivable when the grid goes down. So,
Yay.
Yes.
All right.
And I've decided to start a YouTube channel that focuses on that, and it's going to be called Bellatopia.
Bellatopia.
Like Utopia, but better.
Yay. Okay, who
Who's
else?
next?
Here we got another person doing something well.
Yeah, my name's Jim, and we were just talking about this subject, of course. And I realized that the thing that I know that I do well is photography.
Ah.
I was saying I got a trunk full of awards. I was sent all over the world to take pictures of people and factories and stuff like that. So I'm a good photographer.
Yay. We got one.
Who's next?
Let's do one in the back and then one over here, and then we'll go to the next circle.
Okay.
Wait, we've got
I'm
Peg. Who's
going
next?
to go back to things I love to do. Can you hear me? Yeah?
Sure.
Okay. I love to dance. Okay. And guess what? These two ladies love to dance too.
Excellent.
So I've never done it professionally, but I used to do line dancing for 2 hours a week. We did that for like 5 years and before COVID. And we're getting ready to start back next
Great.
week. Not next week, the 20th of October. And
Speak
with
up a
that-
little bit more.
I'm sorry?
Speak a little bit louder. Pretend that thing is an ice cream cone you're about to lick.
Okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay. So, that being said, I'm going to segue into things I do well. Again, is dance.
Yeah.
It's strictly social dancing. I've never done professional dance, but I think Denise might have something to say about what she does well.
Okay, I've got a vision already. I'm seeing some dancing going on.
Yeah,
here.
how many ladies in here love to dance?
Gonna be
Oh,
some
I see a
dancing.
dance ministry. I see a dance ministry.
Okay, let's do Cheryl and then Peg.
Okay, well, my purpose, actually, this fits every single one of them. I'm good at helping people bring out their special gifts to use with the world, because we all have one. And if we're using them, we're making the world a better place.
Excellent. Thank you, Cheryl. You know, and part of where
One more
Cheryl
here.
helps is with our kids, so thank you so much.
And I'm
She's holding
Ken,
the consciousness for
and
that.
what I do well is helping. What I do well is causing other people a lot of problems.
Ken, we love you.
Peg.
Hi. Well, what I noticed as we each talked about our purposes was, although we have different kinds of talents, that we've learned or developed over the years, we use it to help others.
Yes.
And so I heard that there was a massage therapist, and I heard a nurse, and I heard cooking and barber, and I heard travel, planning travel, which I think is fantastic, teaching and developing leaders, and being an analytic person who troubleshoots. So
There you go.
anyway, we had quite a variety.
Yay, thank you. You know, I just want to say, before we go on, I want to say something about problems. Problems are a question that wants to be asked, and a question is an answer that wants to be revealed, and an answer is an action wanting to be taken through each one of us. So while we may have chuckled a little bit that you said you caused problems, the fact is you start a chain reaction that becomes very powerful in the world. So next time you run into a problem or run into Ken, know, know that it's a good thing.
Yeah. And if you like to cause people problems, that what I'm hearing is that you love to put people in the space of growing, to help them grow. So that's awesome.
Matthew, we've got one up here, and then we're going to move to the next circle.
I want to talk about my friend Annie and what she shared is
Up closer to your mouth.
she creates sacred space and ceremony. And the energy of playing her bowls, she has, I don't know, how many bowls? Oh, just 50. And when you go in Annie's house, it is healing and always different because she creates what she calls altars. And these are not religious altars. These are altars of things that she has collected. Antlers, leaves, stones, crystals. And the gift of Annie is that when you are around her, she has healing energy.
So I'm seeing some sacred, hearing sacred bowls being played and seeing sacred dance coming together over here. So already we've got some fun things coming up, I can tell. I'm going to move us to the third circle, the path that unfolds that passion and purpose. What I do in service, and Peg sort of alluded to that. Each one of you, as you bring forth what is your passion and your purpose, is being of service not only to yourself but to the world. So think about how that path of service unfolds your passion and purpose and share it with your group. Start bringing your sharing to a close. Start wrapping up. So how about if we have maybe a couple of people who haven't shared that might share about this one, about your path of service? Yes, Annie. He's going to run up with the mic.
Reverend Susie, this group has come up with the answer to the secret of life.
Say that again.
Reverend Susie, we have come up with the answer to the secret of life.
Darn, I was trying to
Life.
get to it first.
L-I-F-E. Let individuality fully evolve.
Yeah. You got it. I knew we would get it before we left today. I knew we'd get it. Excellent. Anyone else real quickly want to share about service?
So what I want to share is service is the only way to go for a lot of people. If you're not in service, you're not alive. You're not experiencing life. Because it's in that renewal of giving that we receive. It's in that reflection of life that we are mirrored and we bring in our inner self. Sometimes our inner psychotic, but hopefully not, right? Depends on how many kids you have or how many animals or something. And my inner purpose, what I love to do in all 4 of these circles embody for me, is laughter, humor. If I can make you laugh, if I can tickle your funny bone, yes, I'm there. My favorite. I love it.
Yay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move you to the next question, please. This is about promise. You may have already felt the promise in your life. If not, approach it with enthusiastic expectancy. What do you expect will prosper you? How will you be prospered? Either through blessing, love, abundance of every nature, opportunities, creativity, even financial prosperity. Whatever that may be, what is the promise that you already have in your life and that you're expecting to come to you? Go for it. And then we'll pick a few people to share that too. after we do the song, after the talk, I want you to go straight to the Wednesday evening service slide. Okay? And then the chaplains. Or no. Skip the chaplains. We're going to skip the chaplains today. Go to the Wednesday evening service slide, and then then go to the next slide, which is the hospitality for next week. And then it goes according to normal, but I'm skipping some slides.
Before you rush off,
No, I don't. Okay, begin to bring your sharing to a close. Okay. Do we have a couple of people that haven't had a chance to share that would like to share about promise? Anybody want to share about promise? Anybody that hasn't shared before we go to Jerry? Anybody? Okay, we'll have Jerry share, and then we're gonna wrap this part up.
Well, what I want to share is that what I do to prosper and promise is to give to money to organizations that really need help. And I was lucky that my $5,000 check came in the mail yesterday for the church, and I'm going to bring it to you.
Thank you. You see that huge pile at the street? When you leave today, when you see a huge pile of debris at the street, this pays for half of that. Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you so much. So, once again, Jerry has pointed out something that Peg pointed out, that many of you pointed out, that when we be who we've come here to be and we do what we've come here to do out of that beingness, we live our passion and our purpose, and we become of service as we unfold that path of passion and purpose. And that is the promise that comes to us in many forms of blessing, and we become a blessing to others as well. So I hope this has helped a little bit, and I hope you'll work a little more with it on your own at home or with friends. I think it's a great way for all of us to focus and make a commitment to ourselves and each other to spend more time in the sweet spot, because I think that helps to make the world a better place, and I think it has something to do with the secret of life, right? So I appreciate you playing, and I hope you've enjoyed kind of an odd way, different way of doing things, but sometimes it's kind of fun to turn things on their head and have some fun, right? Okay, we deserve it. We've been through a lot. So we're going to, I'm going to ask you to really listen to this next song and allow it to integrate the things that have been revealed to you in this circle. And we'll invite you to join in as soon as it's very easy. You'll get it. Hang on a second. I'm starting by myself.
There is so much magnificence near the ocean. sand near the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. There is so much magnificence near the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. I know all of you know this next part. So whichever part you want to sing, whether it be that verse or what I'm about to sing, sing it with all your heart. Lift your voices. You can keep singing that. There is so much magnificence near the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. Near the ocean, waves are coming in, waves are coming in. Beautiful.
You guys sounded great. That, however, did not.
That'll wake them
Okay. I just want you to know, as we're wrapping up, and I know we've gone over time, but I hope it's been worthwhile for you. Another Catholic confession. I really wasn't sure if you guys would talk much, and you did. So this is great. This is great. So I appreciate that. Do you feel like you got to know your community a little better today? Yeah. That's great. That's great. I just want to remind you as we're closing that we do have a Wednesday evening service at 7 p.m. Music and Inspiration. This week, the theme is Illuminate, and the musicians are Elaine Silver and myself. So if you've not been, come and check us out on Wednesday night at 7. We'd love to have you. Also, a reminder that next week is Bring a Dish to Share for Hospitality Sunday. So bring those yummies that you all bring, because they're really good. So please keep bringing them. And we'll have a great time breaking bread together next week. And this is our opportunity to be reminded that we live in an abundant universe with a generous God. And so I'm going to ask those of you who have a physical financial contribution that you're bringing to bring it to your heart. I know a lot of you send it in other ways. bring that metaphorically to your heart and infuse it with all of the qualities of spirit that most resonate with your soul. Fill it with the passion and the purpose and the path and the promise that you are, so that that energy travels with your gifts and blesses others. And so let's say our affirmation together. We give generously of our financial gifts, knowing that God is our source, or our immediate and endless source. There'll be some lovely ushers accepting your gifts in the back. If you're not putting a physical gift in today, please hold your hand over in blessing so that you can be part of that divine flow and circulation. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to close with our prayer for protection. I'll ask that you stand, and we'll say that followed by not the peace song, but stand, and we're going to give you some lyrics to sing with a different song, all right? So, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us.
The presence of God watches over us.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
The words of this song are easy. It's all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well.
Blessings on your journey.
Namaste.
Namaste.